Hello again, everyone. It's Saturday, September 15th, and I'm gonna be baking today and cooking some food, food that I don't typically cook. So Sebastian's birthday was September 10th. It was this past Monday, but I wanted to make him dinner and a cake, so I saved that for this weekend. And right now I'm gonna make the carrot cake. I think carrot cake tastes best, any cake in general, tastes best after a day or so. Like, I think it's good when all the flavors are absorbed and it's cooled down. I think that's the best. Even like a cold cake is good. So I'm gonna start it in the morning rather than later on tonight. And I'm gonna make dinner tonight, which I'll film that as well. These are not my own recipes, but I will link the recipes down below and share them with you as I'm going. If I make any changes, then I'll say it throughout the video. So first off, for the carrot cake, it's coming from the blog Gimme Some Oven from this lady. I don't know her name, but that's what it looks like. And she made it gluten-free. I am not going to make it gluten-free, but if you want to use gluten-free flour, then that's what you would use instead. So she did use gluten-free flour, but I'm just going to use white flour. As far as kitchen appliances, got a food processor, a large mixing bowl, of course, like a cutting board and whatever else for mixing. For the ingredients for the cake, sugar, flour, flaxseed, this is ground flaxseed, cinnamon, baking soda, baking powder, nutmeg, salt, ginger, cloves, brown sugar, vegetable oil, and of course carrots. I'm going to start with making the flax eggs because they've got to thicken up. So a 1/4 cup flax meal and then 3/4 cup water. I'm going to mix that. Okay, and we're going to set that to the side, and you'll see that it's going to thicken up in a minute. We're going to start with the dry ingredients. 2.5 cups of flour. 1 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. We also need 1 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then it says a pinch of ginger. Ooh, that was a little more. And a pinch of cloves, ground cloves, ground ginger. Now, we're just gonna mix this up. Oh, it smells so good already. It's like Christmas time. All right, we're gonna set that to the side. I just peeled my carrots and chopped them up a bit just to help out my food processor because it's kind of old. So we're gonna drop these into the processor. This is 1 pound of carrots, by the way. Hopefully it processes okay. Not too bad. Now the carrot blend gets mixed, placed into here. We're going to rinse out the processor. Now in the food processor, we're going to add the flax. So it's thickened up a bit. Do 1 cup of sugar. and 1 cup of brown sugar. So we're gonna process this until frothy, it says. So let's see. And now we have our 3/4 cup of oil ready to go, vegetable oil, and we're gonna blend that while adding this slowly. Back to our bowl. Get my little spatula ready. We're gonna add this in. It smells so good, oh my god. All right, my bowl's a little small, but we're gonna make it work. So we kind of just gotta flip this all around. Fold it. It says that if you want to add nuts at this part, you would add them now and roll them in as well. I'm going to add shredded nuts to the top of the cake, so just a little layer over the frosting, but not within the cake because I don't really like that. So I'm going to be using a round pan, and unfortunately I only have 1 of these, so I'll have to do 2 different batches. So we're going to start with the first one. Pour a tiny little dot of oil in here. That's olive oil, by the way. And I'm going to use this to spread it around. Make sure to coat the walls. Alright, so I'm going to pour about half of this mixture in here. Okay, so that's probably about half. I'll do maybe 25 minutes and then we'll check on it. For the frosting, got this little stand mixer. You need vanilla, apple cider vinegar, lemon, non-dairy milk. I chose almond milk. This is unsweetened. Don't need flour. Some powdered sugar, a lot of powdered sugar, and then 3 sticks of vegan butter. I've had these sitting out for a few hours. This is the brand that I get, and you need 3 sticks of these. All right, we're gonna need 8 cups of powdered sugar. So this is a half cup, so I gotta do 16 of these, apparently. This is the healthiest recipe ever. It says to just put everything in the pot, or in the bowl, so whatever. 1 stick of butter. Okay, 3 tablespoons of almond milk. 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar. 2 teaspoons vanilla. It says a pinch of salt, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some on there. And about a teaspoon of lemon juice. I'm gonna imagine that this is gonna make a bit of a mess. So we'll prepare for that. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. This frosting is so good. I just pulled the second batch out of the oven, so I'm just gonna let that cool in there. And this is the first one, so I just dumped it upside down. That one will go on top after I frost it, but I'll show you guys that in a few hours once it's all cooled down. Now for dinner, making these. This is from Oshi Glows. I'll link that down as well, down in the description box. And then I'm gonna make these. This is a Christmas tree shape, obviously, but these are not vegan. This is from Eclectic Recipes, so I'm just gonna use vegan recipes. But to start with the pasta, I first have tofu, getting that liquid out for a little bit. I'm boiling water for the jumbo shells, have some pasta sauce for that. May put some cheese on it, but also for the little cheese balls, it's going to be vegan cream cheese, the vegan mozzarella cheese, and then this pizza crust from Pillsbury. It is vegan, so. And you also need spinach for the stuffed shells, so I have frozen spinach here. Alright, so we're going to do 4 ounces vegan cream cheese. And a cup of vegan cheese. And then we're gonna mix it. Okay, now water's boiling. I'm gonna boil those until still kind of hard. I forgot what that's called. Al dente? I think. Now over here, here's that. We're gonna cut this into squares. So the recipe says to cut it into 36 squares. I'm gonna do probably a little less. I don't know. We'll take a little bit and stuff it inside. And then we're going to put it on here. I lightly grease this with some olive oil, but I'm just going to make it square or something. So we'll put a little bunch on each. We're gonna add the garlic to this mincer. So when I was vegetarian, we would use ricotta cheese for stuffed shells, but this recipe uses tofu, so that's gonna replace that. And we're just gonna mash it. Okay, so that's been browning for a few minutes, so we're gonna add the spinach, which will make the consistency more of like the creamy, so we can stuff it into the shells. So to prepare the pan, we're gonna just do a really thin layer of sauce. So we're going to pull these out. The topping is just butter, a clove of garlic, and a bunch of parsley. I think I put too much parsley, but it's okay. Alright, so we're going to just rub this on. Done now. It's still on low heat, so we're just going to sprinkle some nutritional yeast for cheesy flavor. And mix that in. And this part's a little bit tedious, but it's not too bad. And they've cooled a little bit, so then you just stuff them. And you roll it a little and place it in the sauce. So we didn't use all the shells, but that should be good enough. So we're just gonna load it with the sauce. Alright, that's pretty good. Last step, we're just going to use the rest of the cheese. Again, this is mozzarella. Typically, I think you bake these for like a while, but I'm just going to do, I don't like when pasta gets hard in the oven, so we're going to do like 15 minutes and check on it, but I think that should be good. So while the stuffed shells are cooking, the cream cheese was in the fridge for a while, so then I had to let it sit out for a few hours, and we're gonna frost the cake. Yes. Happy birthday.